Hey Kelly, you got any strategies on how to actually pay for college? Well, yeah, we got a handful. Here's one. Years ago, I was speaking at a school north of Denver. It was a brand new charter school. Place was packed. I literally was in the gym and the bleachers were out and I had a couple screens and I was walking back and forth like I was the principal doing a rally. It was kind of fun. But it was a brand new school, so these parents were very interested in what we had to say. About a year prior to this, I attended a presentation at my church of a nationally known speaker. And I went to watch him talk. I loved his book, and I wanted to meet him and hear him speak. Now, I saw him in the audience at this school, and of course he didn't know who I was, but I knew exactly who he was. He ended up reaching out and wanted to meet with us, and we did. Now, this gentleman certainly is what most people would consider successful. He had a good amount of money. And he was telling us that he was only interested in reducing the cost, as we talk about, and not in any other strategies. He had that taken care of. And he mentioned that he works with one of the best financial planning firms in the state, and they have it taken care of. He had $320 grand set aside to pay what he was anticipating $40,000 a year for 8 years for his 2 kids to go to school. So he had all the money he needed to make it happen. So all he wanted was, could we reduce that from 40 to some other number? And one of the things we wanted to demonstrate to him was, well, why just get rid of the 320? What if we can't help you? What if you get nothing off? What if it's $40,000 a year, each year for the 4 years for kid 1, 4 years for kid 2, 320 grand. So there's a difference between using capital and depleting capital. So why put yourself in the position to just deplete the 320,000 and have it be gone forever? You see, if he handed me 320 grand that day and it was no longer a part of his financial system, that money is gone forever, meaning it can never earn for him ever again for the rest of his life. So there's what's called a lost opportunity cost to that money. It's gone. So you stretch that out over the next 20 years and that could be worth $1 million to him of what the cost of college meant for him later on in life. So we demonstrated, look man, you've got a lot of investments, you have a lot of money. He had a lot of money just sitting in some basic brokerage accounts, not really doing anything. Then he had this 320 set aside. And we said, why don't we do this? Why don't we take 1,250,000 of the capital that you have, put it in an income producing investment tool that's generating 4% for you in the form of income. Take a capital gains tax, let's just say 20%. That would net you 40,000. And then you could use that 40,000 each year for 4 years. Now at the end of the 4 years, what do you still have? He still has the 1.25 million. He still has his capital. He could move it into a different account that maybe has a little bit higher of return, or he could keep it there. But instead of guaranteeing he's departing from money in perpetuity for the rest of his life, why not redirect and use a little bit of money to generate the income to pay the expense, and once the kids are done with college, you still have all of your assets? He hadn't been presented with that option. And I have to say, we were a little surprised because he was working with the best financial planning firm in the country, or in the state. And why wouldn't they want to retain assets under management instead of just say, hey dude, congratulations, you made a lot of money and now you can spend it? Yeah. Well, they were also telling him, very foolishly, not to go through the FAFSA process because he makes too much money and won't get anything anyway. Yeah, we proved that to be wrong. We lowered his cost of college, not by a lot, but we put him through the process. He had to pay less, and then he had better opportunities on preserving his capital. So look, I love this stuff, man. This stuff is really fun. And I want to teach you how to do this. So be watching for my coming soon page. It's about to hit. We're going to have some great discounts and some great things for those who get in early. If you find this valuable, please like it, please share it, please leave me a comment, and know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and have a wonderful day.